On this episode of the Infowars News, co-worker reported nightclub killer. Brother of nightclub killer hated Trump. And Reddit bans comments that says that Orlando shooter was a Muslim. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. For the week of June the 21st, 2016, this is the first article of the day here, and it's an article written by Paul Joseph Watson. The article is titled, Co-worker Reported Nightclub Killer, Ignored Because of Political Correctness. Underneath it says, Boss refuses to act on Omar Mateen's unhinged behavior because he was a Muslim. And it's the same thing with the San Bernardino shooters. Always political right with these fools. A co-worker of Omar Mateen, the man behind the deadliest shooting in U.S. history, repeatedly tried to draw attention to Mateen's homophobic comments and unhinged behavior, but was ignored because Mateen was a Muslim and bosses were concerned about being politically incorrect. Who cares, stupid? Florida Today reports the former Fort Pierre police officer Daniel Gallery worked the same job as Mateen for G4S security at the Southgate at PGA Village for several months. And the article goes on to say that, technically speaking, according to Fox News, correspondent Will Maher, a neighbor of a Sly Farrook, and Cheslav Tefar Malik did not alert authorities because she did not become racially profiled. Say what? Despite the sudden appearance of numerous Middle Easterns in the area who had begun to receive suspicious packages. I mean, really? This guy goes and shoots up a nightclub, and these guys just do that? Well, anyway, here's a clip about that.
But a lot of information coming out. His brother-in-law, Joe Biggs, is one of Obama's people bringing in the refugees. He was working in Homeland Security, and Hillary and Obama ordered the stand down of the FBI in 2 different investigations of this guy. This is incredible. What do you think's going on here, Joe Biggs?
Well, it's an interesting thing, Alex. I was actually speaking with Rob Jacobson last night, and I said, this man's father looks like he was from a Pashtun area, a tribal region in Afghanistan. And sure enough, comes out today, this guy is a Taliban sympathizer. He speaks Pashtun. His videos are in Pashtun. And basically has this radical movement in his own. He says he has his own, CIA agency that's going to help him overthrow the government in Afghanistan and, bring in this new ruling class. And he also put out videos where homosexuals should be killed. So you know where the son got the rhetoric from. You know where the son got those ideas from. So for that father to come out and act shocked that his son did this, it's completely and totally ridiculous. This man belongs behind bars. Now, on top of that, I've actually just spoke with a man who survived. He gave me, it was chilling.
Roger that, Alex. I actually had the opportunity to speak with someone who survived the shooting and made it out. I spoke to another man whose friend was a straight guy. He's married, had children. He was bartending and was shot in the leg 3 times. He said he could hear the bullets shattering bone, piercing flesh. Like the whole room was full of smoke, and each person I've talked to said there was multiple shooters inside of this nightclub, not just one. Like the mainstream media is telling everyone, every person I've talked to says they believe that there are multiple shooters, which means there is still someone or persons on the loose out here.
Wow, so that's the breaking news. Start over. This is important, Joe. Joe Biggs reporting from Orlando. Start over. Talk about who you talked to. I hope this is on video. This is going to be huge.
Yes, we have it all on video. one of the guys, I reached out to a whole bunch of people, names that I saw posting on the Pulse Facebook page of people who said they had friends who were injured and or were injured themselves. And I reached out to these people, and I was able to set up some interviews today. I spoke with one man, his friend. She has the viral Snapchat video that TMZ has posted everywhere. She was filming, and you can hear the gunshots, and then the video freezes. That's when she is hit by multiple gunfire and dies right there on that Snapchat footage. And I have footage of that man talking about the story and his friend and about her. I talked to another man who is a straight man as well. He actually goes to that club. He has a lot of friends, and his buddy was a male bartender, a straight man, married, has kids. And he was explaining what the bartender was going through. He said that the bartender saw this man walk into the bar and automatically felt something was wrong. And the next thing you know, he heard gunfire, dropped to the ground, and he heard bones splintering, screaming, yelling. People were cut, covered in glass, in blood, crawling across the ground. He said complete and total chaos.
Can we analyze any of the acoustics? How many witnesses, Joe, that you've talked to say, we're about to go to break here, and we'll come back right with you. How many people have you talked to that say they saw multiple shooters or heard different shots from different angles?
2 people I've talked to in person so far today, and then other videos on CBS, ABC News where these people are explaining how they believe there was multiple shooters and then they were cut off the air.
Well, sure. They don't want to investigate this guy's mosque. I know that. You got the imam saying that it's good to kill the gays, and his dad says it too, but they're all innocent. The gun owners are to blame.
All right, thank you. Basically, what we're dealing with here, and I think that this is all this political correctness is actually horse manure. The fact that basically these guys are now apparent in our country now clearly shows that basically Obama is letting them into our country. This isn't some sort of mysterious occurrences. They're coming here to kill us. And I have a feeling that this may actually go even higher than what it's led to be, than what I think is going to be. I mean, it's like what Tim Kennedy just said. It's gonna be higher, and it's just gonna keep doubling and doubling and doubling, and they're gonna, and Obama is trying to literally take our guns so his own people here can have their way with us and shoot us all up. I mean, that's what they're trying to do. But enough about that. Here's the second article here. It's another article written by Paul Watson. The title is called Brother-in-Law of Nightclub Killer Hates Trump, Works with Refugees. Well, isn't that something? Underneath it says, label Trump racist for wanting to limit Muslim immigration. Well, he should, jackass. Go back to wherever you came from. The brother-in-law of the nightclub jihadist Omar Mateen hated Donald Trump, worked with refugees, and liked the video on YouTube that agrees Islam isn't violent according to social media profile, even though it is. An investigation of Mafusa Aspen intelligence internet activity by GoNews.com Chucks Johnson reveals that the list of his employment areas are refugee camps, although it appears that his current job was with the insurance broker Al-Aziz. I mean, you can see his LinkedIn account. Properties recorded also shows that Epstein bought Mateen's house for just $100 back on April 5th, 2016. That was like a month, almost like 2 months ago. Abbassin's YouTube history ironically shows that he watched and liked a video called 10 Lies About Muslim Life 4 is Muslim supports violence, even though they do. Given that Martinez is a registered Democrat, it comes to no surprise that Abbasine hates Trump, sharing numerous posts on Facebook that describe Trump as a racist wanting to control most immigration and calling him a Nazi. Basically, folks, we gotta hear the support of Clinton here. His father practically was one, and in order to dispute their rhetoric, they're just radicalizing him. And here's a clip about that.
Orlando shooting suspect identified as Omar Matin, registered Democrat of Afghan descent with firearms license. Orlando shooter identified as U.S. citizen. Orlando killer worked for company transporting illegal immigrants into the U.S., was interviewed by FBI 3 times in the last 2 years. He's got family members out that end up run groups against Trump who actually are organizing, bringing the refugees here and getting the $17,000+ a year of welfare each person gets. See, they organize it. Look at this. Brother-in-law of nightclub killer hates Trump, works with refugees. And it turns out that the other brother was an activist in this and ran security for it. You literally have ISIS supporting, ISIS pledged, ISIS took responsibility within 2 hours. The media for 8 or 9 hours wouldn't say it here. There was still articles last night in the news saying it was a hate crime against gay people. It was a jihad attack. And yes, that's part of it. But you ignore why it was done. And so you have the people completing the smuggling process with Obama, ignoring law, not vetting them, bringing them in. Trump says we got to vet these people, and they go, racist, racist. Yeah, how'd that racist call help you when most of the people that got shot were Latino there at this event? You know that, right? How'd that work out for you?
All right, thank you. You see, this is what we're dealing with here, and Obama's going to let these people in. We keep screwing around in their country, then this is what's going to happen. And now they're going to come here and kill us all. He just opened the door and said, hey, come on in. Just like Angela Merkel said. I mean, this is unbelievable, folks. Our nation is falling, but enough about that. Sorry about that. This is the last article today, and it's an article written by Christopher A. Baycock. The title is called Reddit Banned Users Deletes Comment That Say That Orlando Terrorist Was a Muslim. And it was a terrorist attack. And I'm sorry if I didn't say that in my previous videos. And this is an article from the Daily Caller, which was picked up by Infowars.com. Reddit moderators obviously are banning and users posting articles discussing the Orlando nightclub shooter Omar Martinez's religion. And they should be. User Moonsphere shared a screenshot of an article he posted. Orlando shooters suspected may have leaned to Islamic extremists to the R News subreddit. And you can see it here. Menfer was not the only user to be banned from R News. User Anoff wrote that he was banned from for the same reason. And you can see the text here. Some guy 469 tried to post an update when law enforcement officials raised the death from 20 to 50. The thread that was deleted, was deleted before he could finish his comment. User Let's Get Hyper claimed to be the first to post Omar Martinez's name, and his post was labeled misleading. And on and on and on and on and on. Folks, I mean, people just getting banned left and right. I mean, I'll just keep going here. Hyper Cruise Me also noted that Reddit administration quarantined our European had been censoring users for posting articles and criticism of Syrian immigrants. The social justice warriors or whoever bragged and posted extremist neo-Nazi material on those to make sub look radical. And the administration shut it down. They explained the censorship took place on the highest levels. And folks, that's what this is, man. First Facebook, then Twitter, now this. You see, it's political correctness isn't just a central gulag, folks. That's what this is, okay? And we need to basically hold these people accountable. We need to tell them, we're not going to take this crap. Alright? We know what you're doing. Well, that's all the articles I have for today. If you need more about the articles, please go to the link below or go to Infowars.com or BlitzFan.com. Thank you for 100 articles that this one I have for you today. This is the Infowars News. I'm Infowars. Live on Feed Read number 3. Please like, subscribe, and donate. And if I haven't said it before, I'll say it now. Happy first day of summer, everybody. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I guess we're gonna get to see some G-strings and, well, you know, tape slings. Bye!